What's up, what's up, what's up? My bad. I wasn't paying attention. What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, YouTube? We moved the party over to the tube. 18 and up party. Party at my place. Woo woo. Why'd I do that? Holy Spirit guided me. It was in the cars. They said we was moving somewhere. We had to pack it up and move it out. What'd I do? I don't know. I set fire to Instagram. Set a whole bunch of fires, and they were like, alright, we burned that bridge down. Time to go over and build a new home. So, hey, how are you? Nevertheless, I still enjoy the way that I document, so I'm going to go ahead and keep putting my live videos over here and transferring them over there so I can keep all my life in one place. Why? Because it's already chaotic enough. And it took me, a whole day to figure it out, but I did figure out how to do it. I was able to load up some of my more important videos. I'm not going to load up a bunch of old videos, but just a little something, something. A little something, something. So it's Wednesday. It is a Mercury day, so you should be dealing with some type of shadows. Did I have any shadows? I did not. I did not have any shadows today. Why did I have no shadows? Well, to be honest, I think that has to do with a conversation that I had with my spirit guides yesterday. Yesterday, I'm sitting here and just in the beautifulness of the world, and I'm like, where's my guides at? Where's my guys, right? I'm like, where's the guys? They're not popping in on me. They're not, well, I'm not in Instagram, so that's usually how they send me little messages and whatnot. But, not just usually, but that's how they affirm the messages that I've already been seeing and stuff. So anyways, I'm like, where's my guys? So I'm like, hold on. Let me close my eyes here. Let me see what's up with the boys. And, I'm like, where you at? Kobe, where you at? Pog, where you at? Nate, DMX, where you at? Right? So I actually just looked to Kobe. And I look at him. Here he comes walking up on the court, taking off his, his jacket and his tie. And then they all come up, all suited up down the court. I'm like, where y'all at? I'm like, you don't need me. I was like, well, yeah? What does that mean? You're already in the light. We're there to get you out of the light. We're your guides in the darkness. You're chilling, aren't you? I said, I'm chilling. Well, then you don't need us. You're chilling in the light. We're here. We're right here. But you're in the light. You don't need us while you're already there. When you're outside of the light, we're there with you. I was like, cool. I mean, it had been a long time, but I'm like, where you at? What's going on? How come you ain't fucking with me? Not in the sense of, like, you don't fuck with me. No, like, you ain't fucking with me today? Thank God. No, but that was kind of the conversation yesterday. Where you at? That's exactly what they told me. You made it to the light. You don't need us. When you come back out of the light, we're here. But you're chilling, aren't you? I'm like, super chilling. And that's it, too. I'm so grounded, like nothing. I'm in the light. I'm in the light. I'm not in the darkness. I'm not catching the energy waves and all that shit. What does that mean? It means I'm fully grounded in the freaking ground. So I'm not catching what's outside of the ground. I'm in the ground. Beautiful, right? So anyways, I expected, just like everyone else, to ride the wave of Wednesday. There really wasn't a wave. I did get some transmissions, but it didn't come with any heartache or anything. It was just, stand tall. The transmission was, I had made some commitments. Okay, here's what had happened. YouTube doesn't really know. So anybody transferring over, we'll just say that. So-and-so, we called Fred Flintstone. Fred Flintstone was struggling to get a job. So I was like, why don't you just tell him to put in an application over at my place and perhaps, I said I would. And I'll talk to my manager, right? Was one of them. And then there was another one of these energy harvesters that their birthday was coming up. And I had made a commitment to give this person a birthday card with some monies in it. Well, today my Holy Spirit was like, you're not doing any of that. None of that. I was like, okay. And the point is they wouldn't do it for you. They don't give a shit about you. They would not you go talk to their manager to get you a job, and they don't give a shit if it's your birthday. They wouldn't give you a card for your birthday. It's like, you got a good point. Got a great point there. It's like why he can't get a job on his own. Nobody helped you get a job. Nobody gave a shit if you had a job. Said he's been unemployed for over a month and a half since you've been here. I've been here a month and a half now. And this boy is totally unemployed. 100% unemployed. Still, just saw his face right now. Just totally like that. And that's where it came up. As soon as I saw him, that's when my Holy Spirit said, you're not helping him. If he asks you, you're not helping him. And this is why. He doesn't care about you. He wouldn't do the same for you. You're not going to do the same for him. If he's not qualified for the job, then he's not qualified for the job. It's not your job to get somebody a job. Like, damn. And then about the card, it's like, you're not giving her no money. She doesn't respect any money that's given to her, and she's an endless pit. Even if you give her money, she's still going to come after him for more money. I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, you use that money. And that's what the Holy Spirit said. I did buy a really good 99-cent card, which I will save for somebody else's birthday. But in the sense of, I mean, that was the lesson I got. Is like, no, you're not giving to anyone that wouldn't give to you. You're not going above and beyond for anybody. You know what I mean? If they don't match your energy, then you don't have to give your energy. It's like, wow. And it was right in my face, you know what I mean? Like, I'm supposed to give the birthday card tomorrow. Got the money ready and everything. And then the kid was right in front of my face. But as far as that was the only lesson I learned today. I didn't have any heartaches. We're in a waxing stage, right? So we had our new moon, and we're building up to our full moon in Sagittarius, which is freedom. We're also walking in, you know what I mean, through our love. Now, if you remember, for those of you that didn't catch it, I will do a recap. Venus squared Pluto. Pluto, do you remember Pluto? Yeah. So love, we went into love and war right away in the beginning of the month. So we did that, and we had to do a bunch of, breaking off a lot of stuff, which was, for anybody that traveled over from Instagram, you watched the whole breaking of the layers, right? So then we broke everything down. Now, in this stage, as we build up into the moon, we take the, we take the leftover particles, what's left of the tower. We take, the fine, the basic matter that matters. So you take the lessons that you learned and you start, putting them together, rebuilding yourself based on what you learned. You know what I mean? But yeah, the whole destruction situation, yeah. So just know that that's what comes after. We're going to be free as a bird to destroy some more shit after the full moon. You're going to have the freedom of that moon to feel, the adventure of doing so. But nevertheless, the moon cycle itself will go into the waning stage. So now we're going to have to break off all this, this buildup that we built up to. Now we're going to have to start shedding a little bit, shedding it off for the new moon. I'm teaching you this so we can catch on. You can start learning these moon cycles. Because as though the day calls for work, the moon cycle itself helps determine, oh my God, Big SB, sorry. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not ready. Don't fly at me. I'm not ready to master my emotions in such ways. Sorry, it's a thing that I'm going to do. There's these big-ass bees and wasps around here, and I have to be fearless. And, I mean, these are the kind that they'll have to rush you to the hospital for, but I'm trying to work on my fearlessness. I don't know. If you're more brave than me, then you can show me how it's done, or you can wait until I get ready to do it. Not today, God. Not today, God. Anyways, so I'm trying to teach you how that works, how we build up the energy, let go of the energy, how it's flowing, with the moon and with the planetary system and with the days of the week and just in general. So that's where we're at. I did posted some butterflies that I seen. We do have a few butterfly messages that need to be delivered. And perhaps I can do a shadow spread for you guys in a little bit. Via here, so then we'll post it there. I couldn't possibly tell you when your guys' shadows hit you. I just know that I'm on the actual flow of the week. So this is what happens. And for me on a Thursday, that's a Jupiter day, which again is a Sagittarius day. It's an adventurous day. It's full of prosperity and imagination and, wealth and happiness and joy. So just kind of teaching you some of that stuff, how the energies move through the different planets and how the planets rule over different days. Oh my God, and it came back. This big ass fucking... Sorry. I need to work on this. I need to work on it. I'm not doing it yet, though. God, if you guys saw the size of this wasp that keeps flying around me, I don't even know if it's a wasp. I don't know what it is. It's a tarantula with wings. Just kidding. Love all of God's creatures. Yeah, okay. I don't even like the humans, God. Jeez. Sorry. I went running. So, yeah, that's where we're at. I'm spreading my wings for the fact that, we're just kind of moving. Packing up and moving takes time, so I don't feel like I'm obligated to stay on anybody's time it's always, divine timing. So when we pull some cards, I will move the card readings from Instagram over to YouTube. Keep in mind, my new channel is 18 and up, so if you don't have 18 and up, it's not going to let you. Why do I do that? Because I have an adult conversation over here. It's extremely adult, and I don't need anybody complaining about the adult conversations that we do have. As far as, they're adult conversations, and you have to be an adult to be able to be over here. So don't go trying to share this with people, and don't, if I say that it's an adult situation, then don't be having these situations in front of children, I suppose. You know what I mean? I'm trying to heal adults, not your children. They shouldn't be present when we're having adult conversations like this. It's up to you to, water them down for the babies. But anyways, that's where we're at. That's what's going on. Just a quick update. And yeah, so I suppose we'll drop our first video on this note, and then I'll give you some cards to ponder on. Anybody new, welcome. My name's Phoenix. I'm a total freaking freak. I'm the whole seer and sage, the high priestess. Anybody that ever thought that they knew what a high priestess was before, I'm here to destroy that image in your head. These are not high priestess. A high priestess should be fulfilling the role of a priest in a spiritual form. I teach you how to use spirituality in your life. What is spirituality? The Holy freaking Spirit, y'all. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yes. Now, what I do differently is I show you that the Holy Spirit lives in all places, time, and spaces, and all religion, and in all people, and in all things. That God has always been God, and there's many layers and flavors to God. And I teach you how to swallow this big pill that's hard to swallow, called the universe. Right? So, welcome. Strap on your seatbelts, and we'll kind of get to work. Shadow spreads. We don't do them all the time, but we get ready for them. So even though Wednesday might not be looking so serious, Saturday is a Saturn day. Saturn is your limitations. That's your freaking south node. That's when we push out of our south node and push north, right? That means that we start trying to make better decisions and push in the right direction. We push through barriers, we push through feelings, we push through false beliefs, we push through people. Whatever's standing in our way on a Saturday. There's a good build up to it on a Friday that starts to, give you the energy to do so. But come Saturday, you're sitting knee deep in your feelings. You should be expected to get the whole grieving process. That's what it's going to take to start elevating your mind and start reconnecting your neurons in a healing way, so you can start manifesting a better life and start walking in the belief of your worthiness other than what people have put upon you. It's a long bunch of stories. I'm going to teach you how the mind works and how to get over it. More importantly, what I do teach you, because I don't have a PhD in the mind, is I teach you how to harness your emotions in a spiritual way, how to transmute them, how to alchemize heavy emotions and make light of them and lighten up other people's days and their emotions just by what you're dealing with in your own physicality. Pretty much, I help you embody God. That's it. It's take on the sins of man, transmute them, and give love. It's Christ-like. It's a Christ consciousness. But as we've discovered in my studies, it's the same as Krishna or Buddha. Maybe Allah. I haven't met him yet. We're working our way back to all of them. But that's how we work. We learn all of the religions. We learn all of the Holy Spirit, how it spoke to people, how people honored it, how it works and lives now currently, because all things are living. We do a lot of necromancy in the sense of we talk to a whole lot of spirits. I should say they talk to us and I talk shit back. In that sense, the spirit is the spirit of the spirit. You can get it through the animal, you can get it through the numbers, you can get it through your songs, you can get it through actual Holy Spirits that come and speak directly with the image of the flesh they wore. It's all up to, how deep you go into your intuition. What is your intuition? Your imagination. Got to be careful, though. There's a very fine line between your imagination and your intuition. Your imagination is a creative box that channels from the Most High. You have a crown given to you by God. What is it? It's that soft spot when you were born. They put all kinds of divine, you know what I mean, knowledge and wisdom inside of that beautiful head that you wear so high. Inside of there is all of the universal knowing, but it's blocked with your irregular human knowing. You fucking know it all. We need to reprogram your knowing so you can know what's really real and not the stuff that you think is real. It's very much like the Matrix movie. We use that word because I don't know any other word to use for the world that you live in. It's just a fully programmed situation all in your head that's not real. Heaven and earth lay right here. On a bad day, we're in some hell. On a good day, we're in some heaven. Still the same earth. It's not some crazy place outside. God didn't put a secret place somewhere in space for you to suffer or for you to feel fulfillment and joy. All of that is right here. That crazy space is inside of your head and your heart. Your heart is heaven. Your head is hell. I can explain that later in other videos, but that's pretty much it. The brain is based off of fear. That's it. It's always in a program of trying to keep you from failure and from pain. All the feelings you don't want to feel, it does everything on a regular basis to keep you away from those feelings. But those are the same feelings that are crushing you, and without understanding those feelings, you're not going to get to the good ones. Those are the stoppers, the blockers, the matrix of your mind that keeps you in a perpetual loop that we call a karmic pattern. What is karmic pattern? Karmic pattern is your life. It is your karma passed down from another life. You will stay in this hell of your own creation until you learn your lesson. How do you learn your lesson? You get tired of suffering, and you walk away from that's no longer serving you. Is it easy? No. Nobody wants to walk away from shit. It's the master of detachment, and that's one of the biggest lessons you're going to have to learn here. You're not of this world, and nothing of this world is yours. You're just here to enjoy it and have an experience. But you're holding on to everything that you can to say that it's yours and to give yourself a sense of identity. But it's not true. That house that you live in, someone lived in before and someone will live in after. The clothes that you wear, somebody else owns as well. It doesn't make you who you are. Your children do not belong to you. They're God's children, and they will grow to be individuals, and you do not own or control them. The only thing that you own and control are your feelings and your thoughts. And I'm here to teach you how to master your thoughts and emotions so that you have more control on the outside world. You're a master manifester. You just don't understand that you're manifesting disaster. I almost started rapping right there, right? That sounded great. Anyways, you're projecting the fears that you're afraid of. Where you place your mind is what comes into your life. I'm here to teach you how to break through those fears, but in order to break through, you have to literally leave the things that you're most scared of so that they don't actually have control over you. You have to take back the control. It's a lot of work. There's a million reasons why you can't leave your current situation, and it's all based on fear. Fear of rejection, fear of perception, fear of loss, fear of survival, many different fears of why you can't just be set free from the life that's making you unhappy. Simple things, patterns, your eating habits, the fucking deodorant you wear, the underwear, anything. There's many things that you force yourself to do that you do not like to do, but you believe that this is what you must do. That's the matrix. The matrix is in your mind. So it creates this trapped world that you live in outside of your mind where you feel like you have to keep doing these fucking things. That's called a karmic loop, a karmic pattern, and you're in hell. And I've come to break you out of your hell. Can I physically do it? No, I can just inspire you, bro. But you have to actually do it. And how do we really, really do it? Is we just heal it. Once you heal it, it's gone. Is there a lot to heal? A whole fucking lot. A whole lot. Think about every time you didn't cry in your entire life. We've got to shed every one of those tears. And some of them are going to be heavier than the first time. You have to go back and refeel everything you didn't feel. That's why you're being forced to feel this way, because you don't want to feel this way. You don't want to feel unhappy, so God's putting unhappiness on you. You must learn to feel this way so that you don't have to feel this way anymore. So I'm here to teach you a bunch of shit like that. I do a bunch of card reads, got some good books. I laugh a lot. I see crazy stuff comes out of my mouth that I can't even believe. I'm a whole puppet show. God sticks his hand right up my ass and starts, anybody starts talking through me. Does an actual spirit come into my body? No, I am the Holy Spirit, so it's a oneness. I'm not possessed by anything. There was a conversation once that made me laugh. I'm like, I'm the Lilith reincarnated. He said, there's a spirit inside of there with you? I'm like, no. What are you talking about? It's my spirit. I'm the Lilith. Who's inside there with you? Nah. What's inside of me? The whole universe, dude, and it's exploding with messages and jokes and and inappropriate humor and songs and all kinds of stuff that you will witness on a regular. I tell you every video, I am not a card reader. I don't go to the cards to gain power. I can tell you everything that's going on without even ever pulling a card. The cards just come in as the ooh la la moment. That's the whole, the rabbit out of the hat. Like, you didn't see me floating until I was standing with the rabbit and the hat, and we're all floating, and then you thought it was real. I don't know, whatever. There's no power in those cards. I teach everyone how to read cards. I show you which cards I use. I show you how to pick them, and I show you how I use them so that you can see there's no power in it. You can do it just like me, but if you're not doing the healing like me, you're not going to see shit. You're all blocked up, bro. We call that spiritually constipated. You can't feel joy. You can't see a way out. You can't hear, the music. You can't move in any direction. There's a lot of those things that are stopping you, and all it is your own programming. Nobody's stopping you, bro. Nobody's got their hand around your neck saying, no, you can't do these things, Nemo. It's your own mind telling you all day that you can't, and we're going to work through that. The energy pushes through on a regular basis, weekly, to make you face things. Weekly. Twice, sometimes. I got here in 2 years with the works of Kobe. We wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, we'd be doing this shit 4, 5, 6 times a day. What does that mean? 4, 5, 6 times a day we'd be facing hard feelings, memories, and hurts. Crying till we're on the floor and all we need is an Oreo. Yeah, that's my go-to. You better find your inner child snacky snack and get a lot of it. You better get a Costco club card to that, because that's what your child's going to need. Your inner child is going to need to be soothed as we go through all of this pain and suffering, because that's what we're doing, is we're going back to pick up our inner child, and when we get it, all it wants is a snack and a nap. I'm telling you right now. How hard is this? I don't know. It's just as hard as you make it. All you gotta do is cry. You keep stopping yourself from crying, then it hurts a lot longer and harder. Trying to understand things the details, that's not important either. All you gotta do is feel the pain and see what happened to you. Know that was fucked up. Feel how fucked up it was and tell yourself that it's over now. You can't just tell yourself that until you feel it. You know what I mean? When you feel that it's over, then it's over. Then it's over, bro. It's over. Then you can talk about crazy shit like I do about like sexual abuse and shit. It doesn't bother you. You can talk about it and it doesn't bother you. I do a lot of crying over here. If that triggers you, then that's good. I cry. I freely express every emotion. And that's what we teach you. You have to let them flow. So you're not spiritually constipated. Your intuition is your feelings. Your sacred heart is your feelings. The Holy Spirit is how you feel. Not with what you think. You don't walk in the flesh of what you think, but in the feeling of your spirit of what you feel is right. You know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of times where you think this is the right thing to do, but your heart is telling you no. I thought it was the right thing to do to offer this douchebag a job. It's like, damn, you need a job, bro. You need to quit wienering off my friend. Maybe if I help you get a job, you get off his dick. Nah, he said let him ride that bitch. Swear. Not to be gross, there's that humor. And then the next one was like, well, maybe I should give her a birthday card just to be nice. No, you don't have to be nice to her. She's not nice to you. Save your money. Oh, damn, okay. That's it. Stuff like that, where you think that you're doing the right thing, and the Holy Spirit's like, no, that's not right. You giving away your power, your resources, your time to people that don't care about you is not right. So there's those moments where you got to stand up a lot for yourself. But it's important because, if you don't stand up for you, who will? and the Holy Spirit very much stands up for you. So that's what I do over here. I catch all these messages and I bring them to you in life testimony. I live a day's life and I tell you how God worked through me, and then we pull the cards and you see that it was all in the energy. And I rhyme. I do it a lot. I don't like to do it. I think it's obnoxious. I was a singer and a songwriter, and it would have been great back in those days, but it's just useless right now, I think. I think it is, but it's part of the divine intervention. I can draw, I can do all kinds of stuff. Creativity is just an expression of God. If you allow yourself to be a tool for His use, then He'll use you wisely. Alright, so that's where we're at. Again, perhaps we'll pull some cards today, or you're just going to get your Friday dose. I didn't ride any waves today. And, at this point, God just said, just take a vacation. And it goes back to the 10-day forecast. I did give you the 10-day forecast. Authority and power, they're taking on, they're handling everything. In the sense of God is smiting our enemies right now. And He just wants us to stay back and have a vacay. And that's exactly what the last card was, a holiday. It said you were supposed to take a vacay for the holiday. So they put me on vacation, bro. They put me on a leave of absence and said, we're moving. All right, pack it up. I'm working on it. So that's where we're at. But by Friday, yeah, bro, we'll have some weekend energy. That's when it's really reals. But right now, that's all I got for you. And if that should be enough, it's like, hey, are you being too nice to people? Did you offer them something that they wouldn't offer you? Do you give people cards and money when they don't deserve it? That they mean nothing to you? Simple shit like that. That's what I'm teaching you. Simple things. It's like we do things out of, the goodness of our heart and the understanding that this is the right thing to do. But that's not what the Spirit thinks is right for us. And that's how it is learning how to walk, honoring ourselves more than others. That's the biggest sin we commit out here, is we care more about others and their opinions than we do our own self and our own happinesses. There's a lot of this can seem very much self-centered, but it's a self-healing and self-loving journey. That's it. It's getting you back to loving yourself where, all the hate outside of you doesn't hurt. And you have enough love inside yourself to give to others. That's being Christ-like, being an expression. Sticks and stones don't hurt me. Come here and let me break bread with you. That's what that means. But at the same time, He don't want us breaking our bread to the wrong people, to a bunch of fucking people like that. And that's what He told me today. Don't be giving up your bread. Okay. Keep your buns in the oven. Told you. Funny jokes and all. Hey, so welcome to the crowd. Again, I don't expect a bunch of following right away. But if you know somebody that needs to heal something, then tell somebody. That's what we do over here. There's a whole show, a whole shindig. And we'll just kind of ride this pony. I'll see you when I see you. Laters, haters.